Today we're designing a speed-to-lead AI agent for a life insurance company. And this is the first episode in this first episode, we'll show the blueprint and a quick capture of this idea. And then over time, we can develop more of how to build these, how to make them more complex, and go from no code to building it if you want to build your own as a service. So why this is important? Because speed wins. And a lead that is contacted within 5 minutes versus 30 minutes is 21 times more likely to be qualified by an insurance company, according to research by Inside Sales and MIT. And 78% of buyers go with the very first company that responds. So if you don't respond within 5 minutes and someone else does, 78% are going to go with that. And the typical agency is responding in hours potentially, or nights and weekends, forget about it. Okay, so if your agency doesn't implement a speed to lead system like this, another one will, and they're going to capture market share. And this is capturing a moment in time when someone's decided to buy life insurance. They're ready. They've made the decision. They had a new baby, a new house, or they're leaving their job and their coverage is ended or something. So that moment is crucial to capture. So that's why we're building lead to speed. So what we'll show you first is the pipeline for this agent. First, it captures the event and it fires a webhook that goes into your system as soon as the lead exists from various sources where you can capture that lead. And then the agent will run a conversation with you or with the lead, asking them questions, qualifying them, tailoring the experience and the sales process to their specific needs. And then it will, using the knowledge base from your insurance company, they can put together a quote based on your pricing and your various product offerings, and then go very far to convert the lead by sending them an e-sign or booking them on a call with one of your human agents. And of course, with life insurance, there's a lot of compliance there and laws to follow, so we'll get into that as well. But the idea is that through this process, the lead is contacted within 60 seconds, 24 hours a day. Okay, so here's the architecture, how it works. It starts with website form, Facebook ad, or a different lead vendor that you have that you're contracted with. And that's going to go into make.com automation platform, and make.com will hook into Claude, the underlying AI model provider. And inside of that Claude, you will have your playbook for qualifying the lead and access to your knowledge base, and that will be able to make the conversation with the lead and then output data that goes into your system so that you know what to do next. And this agent is designed to work on 2 channels, and there can be more channels, but you can have it go talk over SMS, over email, and certainly it could be over chat or other messaging providers. And the outcome we want is to book a call with one of your human agents to really close the deal, or have them e-sign a contract and or an application, rather, not a contract, for the life insurance policy. And you want all of this information to go into your CRM and contact your team instantly. So that's what this agent is going to look like. And it does some things, and then a licensed agent has to do some other things, because this is a very regulated environment, life insurance. So what the AI can do is qualify and educate the lead and get from pre-approved content. It's not going to make up anything. It's only going to take pre-approved content from your company's knowledge base, and it will quote ranges from your knowledge base that you have approved in your company, and it can pre-fill out this application, and it can even collect signatures for the application. It can book calls, and it can write a brief to hand off to your policy writer, but it can't do some things. So some things still have to happen, which is writing the policy, making the recommendation has to be done by a licensed agent, and you probably want them to review the application, and that agent signs to bind the coverage. So an AI can't sign, as you know, a licensed agent must sign to bind the coverage, and this will handle the human agent will have to handle some cases where the agent doesn't have enough information, or edge cases. So one thing to be we'll consider throughout this process is TCPA consent and opt out, so that we're in compliance with all public communication laws. That it doesn't necessarily reach out to people in quiet hours if that's inappropriate. And of course, the agent should disclose that it is an AI, so it won't ever pretend to be a person. And whenever there's a replacement, it will escalate that to the human. So your AI bot will be able to escalate to a human agent. So basically, what we're going to look at is 5 different scenarios when someone's coming to buy life insurance coverage, and the agent will begin a conversation with them, and then the questions will follow based on that conversation. They'll tailor it to their answers. So it'll ask what has you looking for coverage right now. They might be a new parent, they might be looking for a mortgage, final expense. They might be a business owner, like a key person who wants insurance for their business. So all kinds of different things. And the depending on the products you handle and the types of customers the insurance company is looking to serve, the bot will be designed to communicate and understand how to create qualified leads in all of these cases. Okay, so, and the agent is going to output a brief for the human insurance agent who can close the deal. But this takes care of all kinds of information and makes sure that the lead feels contacted, feels like they're in the process. They're a hot lead, they're qualified, they have confirmed their budget. It can give them a quote, it can give them an e-sign for an application and book a call. And if it finds out through its conversation with them over email or text that they are just researching, they are not exactly ready to buy, it can then trigger a nurturing process, maybe in a week, where they send them an email with some value to remind them of the value of the product, and check in with them down the road. And if there are if the AI agent discovers that this is a big business, over $1 million they want to write, or their health flags or other important escalation keywords that it understands, then it can escalate this straight to an agent, and it will tell the agent and hand off to them with an automated brief exactly how this works. So the agent's most valuable output is the conversation is very useful, but the qualification for the human agent is even more important. Okay, so how are we going to do this? We're going to use 4 different tools here and put them all together. So if you were implementing this for an insurance company, like we are, then you can use these different, or there are other replacements. So make.com is where we get webhooks that are events when someone submits a lead, and then that's going to pipe into your CRM, whatever CRM you're using. That will the AI agent will coordinate the data in your CRM so you capture that lead. And Go High Level CRM has built-in SMS, so it can communicate with them directly. We're using Claude as the qualification brain. That's the AI model underneath, very smart and awesome. And then to book the calls, Calendly. Everyone is likely familiar with that. So hopefully this takes about, if you are technical or not, this can take maybe one afternoon to get a working agent, and maybe it will cost $150 a month to run, versus and if you get one policy commission, that might be $600 to $1,200 earned. So there's the cost benefit breakdown of creating an agent like this. Okay, so again, the framework is we trigger a webhook using make.com, and I'll show you this in a little while. Then the brain is a Claude system prompt, and we can go through the Claude system prompt, and but your AI agent will have a detailed prompt that we give to Claude, and also a knowledge base that we give to Claude too, which will be a demo knowledge base, but your business can put the entire knowledge base you want this AI agent to have access to. And that's going to output events that can trigger SMS messages, emails, and communication with the lead, and save all of that in your CRM. So by the end of the demo, once we build this, we'll have a live lead who receives a response from the AI bot within 60 seconds, and we're going to demonstrate that they're a new parent and they want to buy life insurance because they just had a child. It's going to quote them a range, book a call, and it will show the agent the brief so that the agent knows exactly what to say on the call and how to close the new client. All right, so that's the overview of what we're building, and there are several tiers that we have that I'm looking at showing you here throughout a series. That's tier 1, which is no code, MVP, and that is using Make, Go High Level, Claude, and it's a speed to lead qualification. That's where we're looking at now. Then a more dynamic, more full experience that requires some code, but can be a more effective agent, speed to lead agent for your insurance company. And then hopefully we get to showing how to build this into a full software product that you can offer if you want to build this for lots of different insurance companies as a multi-tenant architecture with dashboards for compliance, dashboards for the agencies about their speed to lead agents and all of that. So at each tier, we ship a product that has value and can bring value to the business immediately, that an agency can pay for. And of course, some of you are going to want a solution like this designed for you, for your business. We at Huge AI build solutions and design solutions for businesses like you. So find the link in the description or direct message me and visit hugeai.co to get started with a free assessment call to find out how you can automate your business in just 15 minutes and save several hours per week already. I'm Steven Zeiler. See you in the future.